Hey Mercedes, what's your favorite clothing?
I'm into cylinders.
Good to see you again. I am Florian Ambrosius and today we have a real stunner for you. I'm about to spend the day with the all-new C-class. What a beauty. The new generation is available in sedan, estate, and all-terrain guises. We've got the new sedan version, so let's find out what it's all about. We are here in Bavaria, and that means we're gonna have the best of both worlds, urban cruising and beautiful country roads. Getting behind the wheel of the new C-Class really feels like you're leaving the world behind. This is designed to be your personal space for relaxation and well-being. The interior comfort of the new C-Class is unrivaled in its segment. While this is a sporty car, it's also incredibly comfortable. If you're looking for the most relaxing ride possible, the C-Class takes it to the next level. Everything's designed with a futuristic touch, and that really shows in the array of technologies that make the new C-Class stand out. It's literally designed that appeals to all senses. Firstly, this car makes it so easy for me to log in and access my individual settings. It just scans my fingerprint and voila, it unlocks, for example, my personalized seat position and radio settings, as well as my last destinations, display styles, temperature, and even office and payment functions. That way, I don't have to reset anything after letting another family member use the car. You can save 7 different profiles, assign them to different seats, and even share them amongst similar Mercedes models, even before you enter the car. By the way, this is one of the many features coming from the latest S-Class. Secondly, the C-Class offers a range of energizing functions aimed at making this car's interior an absolute comfort zone. It can add layers of fragrance, music, and temperature to increase your well-being. Just activate the programs over the MBUX like this. This energizing app is the interface between wearables and the car. When you combine the energizing app with a wearable like this special smartwatch, the system in the car can read your pulse frequency and other vital parameters and suggest a suitable energizing program. It's really all in the details. The ambient lighting, for example, helps create the right atmosphere for every mood. There are almost unlimited options to complement your individual mood or preference. And honestly, it looks a bit like a spaceship in here, or like a fancy club, which brings me to the next feature, the Burmester sound system with virtual surround sound. With its 15 speakers and an output of 710 watts, it produces a really strong and brilliant sound. And it does something you won't experience in many other cars. The system comes with sound personalization. Its sound processing calibrates to your individual sense of hearing. Rear seat passengers are in for another treat in the new C-Class. There's more leg room in the second row thanks to a longer body and wheelbase. My overall verdict, the new C-Class goes the extra mile in terms of comfort for all passengers. It makes use of forward-thinking design, data, and personalization to give you what I can only call a true Mercedes-Benz experience. Technology that always seems to be one step ahead of you is the backbone of the MBUX infotainment system. This unique Mercedes user interface is for many the first touchpoint of interacting with the car. More than ever, the C-Class now has an extensively digitized interior. The main component is the fully digital cockpit. So what else is new? This is the second generation of MBUX. It's more intuitive and full of advanced technology for updated infotainment and connectivity. What strikes me right away is the fully customizable driver display right in front of me and this giant central display that controls most of the car's functions. It has a higher resolution than anything I've seen before in this class. For the first time, Mercedes has tilted it towards the driver for easier operation by touch. Of course, you can still control the MBUX via the touch control buttons if you want to keep your hands on the steering wheel. you can make use of the cool MBUX voice assistant. It works in many languages and is full of all kinds of knowledge. Hey Mercedes,
How can I help?
what is the name of the building on the right-hand side?
This convention center is called Messmungen. It has a rating of 4 stars and is currently open.
If you are by yourself, you can engage in a bit of small talk. Hey Mercedes,
How may I help you?
how do you like my outfit?
I would say a very nice exterior.
Thank you. Okay, so what's your favorite clothing?
I'm into cylinders.
As well as the small talk, the system can also help you out with your car. Hey Mercedes,
How can I help?
where's the first aid kit located?
When delivered from the factory, the first aid kit is stored in the boot on the right-hand side.
For some common commands, you don't even have to say the magic words Hey Mercedes anymore. Zoom on map.
Okay.
Ease of use is also the main theme you will experience when driving the new C-Class. In traffic, especially if you're unfamiliar with the area, there's nothing more groundbreaking to me than these 2 navigation features. First is augmented reality for navigation. Using a camera in the windscreen, it captures street signs, points of interest, and street names, creating an enhanced map display for you. Navigating complex traffic conditions and unfamiliar environments has never been so effortless. And then there's the head-up display, which places directions, speed, and other info right in your line of sight. It is bigger and more versatile than before, so I don't have to take my eyes off the road anymore. Thank you, Mercedes. And with that, it's time to go to the countryside. When it comes to power and comfort, driving the C-Class allows you to experience the best of both worlds. The entire C-Class model range now has new 4-cylinder engines. Available as petrol, diesel, or plug-in hybrid variants, they all offer increased efficiency and power at the same time. Let me show you. Every C-Class comes with an electrified drivetrain, either as a plug-in hybrid or a mild hybrid drive version like this one. It's basically a system that shuts down or starts your engine automatically depending on when you need it, allowing you to coast along flat or sloping roads and save fuel. And when braking, it recovers energy. Of course, all shifting is carried out smoothly by Mercedes' renowned 9G-tronic automatic transmission, which now comes as standard for the first time in the C-Class. A perfect example for Mercedes' advance in technology is the rear axle steering. You might have seen it already on the new S-Class. The same technology is now on the C-Class. In the city, it reduces the car's turning circle and helps to nail any tricky parking maneuvers. On curvy roads like these, boy, it just needs a bit of steering input to push the car through these bends. The rear axle steering perfectly complements the overall sportier tuning of the steering and the suspension. Combined, these give us perhaps the best stability and driving dynamics ever on a C-Class. Of course, some great features from the previous C-Class and other Mercedes cars are kept, like the dynamic select switch for different driving modes. I had it in sport mode for this part of the drive, but now I'm ready for a bit of comfort. Okay, you may have been wondering, how can he drive the C-Class and not mention the design? Well, this car perfectly embodies the modern interpretation of Mercedes' long-renowned sense of luxury. The body styling is slimmer and sportier than before, which is a result of the car's new proportions. It has become flatter, wider, and longer. It features bold exterior accents like these power domes on the bonnet and the grille with the Mercedes-Benz pattern. The AMG line exterior, which we have on this car, adds this AMG apron at the front. And on the rear end, the AMG diffuser look rear apron with this insert in black really rounds the design off nicely. The AMG line goodness continues inside. There are new surfaces and elements for the instrument panel and the center console. I really like this metal-like effect all over here. For me, as long as I can remember, Mercedes always had the coolest air vents. You know what I mean, right? And these vents in here match the sporty vibe perfectly. As does the two-tone upholstery. Makes me want to go for some hot laps on a racetrack. Well, maybe next time. One beautiful thing about Mercedes-Benz cars is how they make life easier for their drivers. The new C-Class is no exception. It offers you a range of features from the S-Class as part of the Driving Assistance Package Plus. This has been updated with additional and improved functions that allow the car to accelerate, brake, and stay in its lane. The Active Steering Assist uses gentle steering interventions to support you in keeping the car in the center of the lane. This works on straight roads, in slight bends, and on highways by gently turning the steering wheel. Now, for the first time, Active Steering Assist is supported by the 360-degree camera, which films and analyzes the road and feeds this input into the system. The Active Brake Assist can help with the distance warning or autonomous emergency braking to prevent crashes. This works with cars, bicycles, or pedestrians ahead if the driver fails to respond. At night, the driver is supported by digital light, another advanced technology that offers increased safety. The car's headlamp pixels, there are over 1.3 million of them, and each one are constantly adjusted to create ideal light conditions for every driving situation. As well as perfectly illuminating your pathway, the system can project symbols, animations, and guidelines onto the road in front of you. For city driving, you'll love this feature. This C-Class comes with the parking package with 360-degree camera. With the multiple angles of this camera view, I can park perfectly. And thanks to the car's rear axle steering, which gives you a reduced turning radius, parking your C-Class in tight spaces is now easier than ever before. That was quick. What an enjoyable drive with the C-Class that was. But there's one more facet to this car. It comes with all the functions of Mercedes Me. Mercedes Me is the digital world around your Mercedes-Benz. From checking your vehicle data or booking appointments to adding some great services that assist you when you're driving, parking, and arriving home. A compelling feature in the Mercedes Me app is Valet Protect. When giving my key away, for example, at a valet service, I can monitor my car to check that it will only be parked in a certain area and during a certain time. The app uses geofencing technology, which allows you to define a certain geographic area in which your car is free to move. This way, I won't have to worry about the valet parker taking it out for a joyride. Also, very handy in the app is the speed alert function. Here, I can set a desired maximum speed and receive a notification on my smartphone should that threshold be crossed. Although I can set it up to 250 kilometers per hour, I set it to a comfortable 130 kph for Autobahn driving. Mercedes came up with this function to increase road safety for people who have just got their driver's license. Not a bad idea. However, the coolest extra of Mercedes Me still is the smart home integration. Via MBUX, I can monitor and control lights and temperatures at my house or open and close the garage door remotely. Hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Please open the garage door at home.
Sure. I'll open the garage door.
It's like something from that 80s TV show with that talking car. And that concludes my day with the brand new C-Class. I really had a blast experiencing its sporty driving capabilities and felt right at home in its comfortable and digital interior. It really sets the bar high in its class. Hey, do I really have to hand it back?